Hey guys, welcome back. And I've been just doing some positions lately, some really tough positions. I've been watching some video and I just realized that it's definitely hard to calculate, but calculation is that part of chess which you cannot avoid anytime. And the sooner you accept it and improve your calculation and also get in the state to think always, no matter where you are, just give your best. Like you're playing a blitz game, rapid game, or definitely a standard game. And I also noticed one thing when I was calculating something right now, and I just stopped it. And to be honest, I was just like, okay, it's a bit frustrating, and I just thought to go to bed because A, it was very hard. B, I'm tired, and C, which is the most important thing, is because that was a defensive position and a position where we were getting crushed and we just needed to find some only defensive crazy variation which required at least 7 to 8 minutes of rigorous thought, and if I am not attentive then at least 10 to 12 minutes of any random thought as well, and still I won't be able to get it perhaps because it's just not that easy. So what I realize is that, sometimes when you're attacking, it's still a bit enthusiastic to look for many things and many attack because psychologically you have an edge and you're in the thing, you're in the state of choosing the best things out of several good options. Whereas defending, you are eliminating the less bad options. It's just like choosing the menu when you have some bad dishes which you don't like and you are just sorting which one you can eat, and similarly the dishes which you uh, just eat when you have multiple choices and you just choose. So what do you have for example fast food? You have everything in a fast food. Let's say I really love pizza. I like croissant, and nowadays I really like to have what do I like to have nowadays? Yeah, nowadays, I'm craving some Indian stuff, some of the burgers, some burger from certain brands. So let's say I want to have a burger and I have multiple choices. I want to have from McDonald's, Burger King, Burger Sing, McDade's. There's a very local nice brand in Indore. So I just sort it like what's the distinction and which one should I opt for. So there's some good options, whereas some bad stuff you are not able to choose because it's psychologically depressing. And that is what I just realized. So, definitely it is something which cannot be avoided at any cost. And practicing it again and again and daily is something I guess we all must do, especially because the courses I'm doing right now, they all require some rigorous calculation, though they are not calculation courses. But the more positions you solve, the better your game gets, and the position requires some serious calculation, varying from either subtle calculation or something to in the specific area of attacking, defensive, or strategic, or some sort of this thing, it's like some color complex or something. Never mind, it's just a bit hard, and but it happens. Need to manage my time properly, and perhaps just a tiny break is required from these things, and maybe I should just continue with this Edward Romain stuff, this calculation, and just stop doing some other stuff. And maybe in the remaining time, I should just for a few days, I should go for okay, one position a day is good, one, two positions, and rest maybe I can just go for openings. It's been a long time since I've done openings thoroughly, and be watching some games, chess-based stuff, which is definitely very complex, but kind of relaxing and just just getting the ideas, just analyzing the games, letting stuff flow, and all the things just synchronizing at a very nice pace instead of just crazy calculation and your brain giving up and breaking up every few minutes, every 5 minutes. You're about to quit, and then you just think of everything and you just quit. And you're like, when you see the answer, you're like, oh, my answer was correct. My choice is not that wrong after all. But I wish this simple move, which I neglected because I went too deep in the calculation instead of just focusing on the candidate moves tree. So going wider, I went deeper, which was not supposed to be a good thing. Being wider and slightly deep should have been done because going deep requires some visualization, and it's better to, of course, everything is needed, but it's just more convenient and more effective. Not convenient exactly, but definitely more effective to think in a broader term. What I'm trying to say is that Just look for a few candidate moves and then a few candidate moves for your opponent and then a few candidate moves. So like more and more branches instead of one deep branch leading to many branches. So many branch and which are hard to differentiate, most of them with equal weight. Yeah, just something above level. There's some weird hierarchy if I'm able to explain, something like this. Not this. Of course, if you need to go that deep, then you can. And forcing moves should be given priority if you want to go that deep, not something else. But whatever. Um, doesn't matter. I don't know what I do. I really don't know. I'm just a bit confused. It's got a bit tired today, maybe. But I think this is something I should do. It's been a long time since I watched any games, any good openings, and what's the other thing I can do? End game. It's been a long time since I watched some end game as well, and watching games using chess base is also good and perhaps nice break. But yeah, in the end, what it all comes down to is just solving position and calculation can't be avoided if I'm solving hard positions. So I have to go for it. Not exactly deep calculations, but yeah, just getting my way through the puzzles and trying to see what's going on and just solving more and more position improves the game naturally, and that thing really can't be avoided. It's better to just accept and accentuate and act as soon as possible. All right, so let's go just to warm up. I really don't know what I'm doing right now, but I was not in the mood to do those hard puzzles with some very hard calculation. And I thought Edward Romaine is definitely hard, but compared to those brain messing puzzles with just my brain, this would be easier. So even if I fail. It's okay. I'm tired. I want to sleep. But okay, whatever. Let's just give it a shot. Knight C3. This one was done. A few warm up. White to play. All right. The first one which comes to my mind is pawn to G4. Then he goes something like, okay, you know what? Just queen to H5 and we pick up the queen. Yes. Queen to H5 and we pick up the queen. Should be the correct way. Yeah, that's I think whatever. Yeah, queen H5, rook F8, right. Yeah, of course, king e4, I thought doesn't matter. We are an exchange of and what else do we need? Easy stuff. Or maybe I went way too deep in the other puzzles and I just feel that I can do these puzzles way quicker. I really don't know. This is not the best time to give to chess. I don't know. Maybe I should sleep on time. That's a bad habit. Any other things to do? Need to prioritize some stuff and organize everything properly and set sensible goals. Not a bit hard and of course nothing is unattainable or something, but maybe I'm just shooting way too high. Of course I ought to, but the gradual increase of graph plus motivation is required when I'm starting a new habit. I can't just go that rough on myself. I should focus on consistency and slowly and gradually improving my stuff. And rather than going, okay, I don't care or anything like that, I should just go hard. I should push myself. Bro, let's just adopt how the brain works and just see and observe and eventually make the plans so that it gets not easier for brain, but you know how it works. So you can just make it work in your favor rather than just pushing it unnecessarily. So you start the car on the first gear and then second, and then you can just go to the fifth one as soon as possible. There's no one stopping you, but the ignition and the beginning is really important. So I think I should set some easy goals just to get that tick mark for a few days, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. just to make sure that I'm achieving something and going to the bed satisfied. And obviously, there's no limit. It's not like XYZ is what I'm gonna do in the day at all, but that is just something which ought to be achieved at least. And then I can just go and push myself to the back end. But just some tiny goals which can be achieved, which are significant at the same time, contributing to my consistency and not giving me any futile stress, rather. All right, so EA definitely doesn't ring the bell. I'm not, okay, I'm going crazy. Wait, yeah, Bishop E6, like that does make sense, bro. What is he gonna reply with? But what do we have? We don't have any plan or something. Queen F7, I've been trying to make it work, but it's just you're unfortunately not working. I mean, it makes sense. Rook D8, but what if he just goes on to H6? Well, it doesn't make any sense. That's still coming. If he goes Bishop E6, let's say, then we are gonna go to Rook 8, take, Queen F8. No. Then we are gonna go, let's say, go Bishop E6. Then we are gonna go, we can't just go take. Let's check, Bishop F8, Queen F8, sorry. Now, what about something like Bishop to B7 or something? I really wanna make Queen F7 work, but Queen F7, King F7 doesn't work. Definitely not a good time to be awake without a coffee. And why do I need a coffee? Let's go to bed, read. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Come on, I can do it. संदेश से आते हैं और चिट्ठी लाते हैं कि घर कब आओगे कि घर कब आओगे तेरे बिना ये बरसों सोना है अंधेरे आते हैं या चिट्ठी लाते हैं कब आओगे और एक पीछे इसको क्वीनी भाई मिल जा यार क्या हो रहा है कि घर कब आओगे अबे यार ये क्वीन एफ फिट क्यों आ रहा है यार बार 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 क्वीन को भगा रुक D3 चले जाओगे हाँ नीचे वाला रुक D3 फिर भग गया डायगोनल से फिर रुक D8 चले जाते बट देन चेक आएगा हम्म, इस वाले डायगोनल से भगाऊंगा तो रुक B4 जा सकता है ओके you know what queen A2 let's suppose rook D8 H6 can't be played check just moves doesn't matter bishop E6 takes yeah that's the thing not any other check then if you check then rook check then in the end it's good so yeah maybe rook D3 I finally found the play or maybe I'm too tired yeah rook D3 is correct rook 1 D3 that's what I was talking about and rook D8 now what's bishop D7 wow crazy stuff okay but yeah bishop E6 rook 8 queen D8 rook D8 rook cross D8 checkmate and queen D1 comes with a tempo. All right. All right. संदेश से आते हैं वो चिट्ठी लाते हैं कि घर कब आओगे घर कब आओगे बेबी ये बात सुना सुना है ओ ओ ओ भाई ठीक है यार रूबी 6 क्वीन ए 7 क्या भाई खत्म तो यार क्वीन ए 7 फॉलोड बाय रूबी 8 खत्म भाई क्या बोलूं भाई यार सॉरी फॉर माय लैंग्वेज sorry it's easy that's what I was that's what I was trying to say that it's easy easy easy. 6 queen f5 looks pretty strong. Sorry, f5 queen d3. f5 bishop f6 queen d3 king f8. Doesn't matter. Queen h7 g7. Quite strong and some plan for sure. Now I really feel like sleeping, but no. I'll keep calculating. I'm tired, but okay. Let's just do it till my head falls. Not till I stop thinking and find a random answer. Okay, I don't know. I'm tired. Netflix suggested me to take a break. I might be over exam. Okay, what break? I'm mad. Okay, I'm just not doing good, but I will do good. Doesn't matter. Queen d3 directly can play f6. f4, bishop f4. Yeah, I should go first. Sorry. Oh, मारना था क्या? Oh, oh, पीस ही मिल रहा है काय का क्वीन d3. Okay. Set to fall and definitely time to call it a day by just talking for a few minutes and doing no puzzles. But I did get the answer rook c4. That's cool. Game over. Can't see any difference. There can be, but I just can't see. Rook c4, rook c2 game over. Whatever. ये तो दिख जाना चाहिए था यार. ये तो बहुत इजी सा था यार. कोई नहीं. पांचवा में और कर लेते हैं. Posture straight. Posture straight. Posture really matters. Oyster. Huh? पता है एक बार चेस टूर्नामेंट मेरा मैच खत्म हो गया था एंड मेरे रूम में स्विमिंग पूल था हमारे होटल में। तो मेरे फ्रेंड्स का मैच चल रहा था एंड मैं मस्त रूम पे आ गया और 1.5 घंटा स्विमिंग करी मैंने एंड अ वेरी हॉट शावर। बहुत मजा आया था भाई, बहुत मजा आया था। अहमदनगर में बहुत ही मजा आया था। गुड इवेंट एज वेल। नाइस क्यूट एक्सपीरियंस। Always glad to have any sort of experience welcoming me because each and every bit is equally important and it counts. Your breathing doesn't help, it makes you feel more sleepy. You're not attacking puzzle, bro. You're just looking, look, c6, queen, c6, queen, f3 with a really strong initiative. No, bro. There's something concluding, winning, which you are missing, as usual. नहीं, चलो ये तो करें। Rook c6, queen d c6. Then bishop d6 looks nice. But what if he ignores plays queen c8? Check, check, no, bishop c6. And if he just plays queen e8, no, queen c8, for example, then very strong. Capture, capture. Tag would do something significant. Bishop d6 looks very cool to me. Because, of course, bishop d6, rook e7, and then followed by checkmate. क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं? नहीं रे बाबा, कुछ तो होना चाहिए fork से related maybe. Bishop d6 directly ना, क्या ही होगा? हम्म, कुछ तो होगा. Queen f3. यार क्या? I'll call it a day. Focus. Yeah. What is my threat? D6 queen D8 चलो थ्रेट क्या है मैं तो कोई बहुत नहीं मिल रहा रियल पसंद कैसे मिलती है यार ओके आई एम स्लीपी बट मिल जाए मिलना होना चाहिए Oh, Queen H3 game over. Yes. Queen H3 rooks C1, rook C1. Knight B mara, Queen B mara, Bishop H6 takes, Queen E8, Knight takes, Queen H3, Queen H5. Not easy, especially when I'm half asleep. Okay, good night. Consistent.